Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Monday, September 20th, at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 533 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. This $100,000 donation by Matt Gaetz raises all the eyebrows. Chris Wallace says he occupies so much space in Donald Trump's brain rent-free. The latest, Islamic State militants claim attacks on Taliban. I just cry, dying of hunger in Ethiopia's blockaded Tigray. AP photos, Jews redeem firstborn son in ancient ceremony. A mother and daughter in LA have been charged with murder after performing an illegal butt lift operation, police say. Conan O'Brien crashes the stage after Stephen Colbert wins an Emmy. Jason Sudeikis tried to thank SNL creator Lorne Michaels at the Emmys, but he was suddenly nowhere to be found. And Korea slams U.S. over submarine deal, warns countermeasures. Senate parliamentarian deals blow to Dems' immigration push. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. China Evergrande shares dive to 11-year low as default risks grow, Reuters. Dow futures skid 500 points as China property fears grow, MarketWatch. Gunman opens fire at Russian university, at least 8 dead, report, Fox News. IKEA's new $40 wireless charging pad mounts underneath your desk or table, Engadget. Autopsy will be conducted this week on remains found in Gabby Petito case, CNN. Lamar Jackson's thirst to be great on full display versus Kansas City. NBC Sports. Baltimore Ravens Lamar Jackson on finally beating Kansas City Chiefs, feels good to get that monkey off of our back, ESPN. Netflix and Apple TV Plus clean up at the Emmys with The Crown and Ted Lasso, Engadget. The AP interview, UN chief warns China, U.S. to avoid Cold War, Associated Press. Cleveland mayor's grandson, Frank Q. Jackson, shot and killed, WJW Fox 8 News Cleveland. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Brett Goldstein goes full Roy Kent with F-bomb-laced Emmy speech. Jason Sudeikis shows off with maybe the best card trick of all time. The Emmys had its most diverse nominees yet, but failed them over and over. Support for Governor Greg Abbott plunging in new Texas poll. Seth Rogen says what we're all thinking about the Emmys this year. Mark Hamill trolls pro-Trump J6 feet rally with a blunt Star Wars comparison. Kate Winslet wins Emmy for HBO's Mayor of Easttown. Conan O'Brien interrupts Emmys with hilarious outburst, sends Twitter into tailspin. Your way is failing, Jake Tapper grills Mississippi governor on COVID-19 strategy. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Iowa DNR says person died after falling off bluff. Family loses home to fire caused by lightning. Texans protest anti-immigration policies. Caravan. Buckeye parents call for a safer Ohio State campus. Certain Iowa crops thriving despite drought. Balloon hits ground in mishap at balloon race. DNR, hundreds of fish die due to koi herpes virus. Schools affected by TikTok devious lick challenge. 90-year-old Vietnam War pilot flies a T-33 fighter jet again after 65 years. Mom of kidnapped teen shares how daughter is doing. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Gunman kills 8 at Russian university. Timeline of Gabby Petito's disappearance. Human remains believed to be Gabby Petito are found. FDA decision on vaccine boosters is expected in days. Norm Macdonald's comedy was quite Christian. AUKUS still leaves Australia at risk against China. What the college tenure fight is really about. September 18th was no January 6th. After Afghanistan, we need to save expertise from the experts. What is 23andMe doing with your DNA? The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Liz peak, Biden, Blinken failing, weak, feckless leadership creating series of disasters, hurting U.S. FBI, remains found in Wyoming likely Gabby Petito. Gunman opens fire at Russian university, at least 8 dead, report. West Virginia councilman dies after tree falls onto car. Mayorkas warns Haitian migrants not to attempt journey to U.S., mass expulsion begins. New Jersey police officer catches 1-month-old baby dropped off balcony. AUKUS, former French ambassador offers sarcastic response to Blinken tweet. Lions vs Packers odds, picks and how to bet Monday Night Football. Emmy winners Kate Winslet, Jason Sudeikis celebrations will include getting drunk and cast Zoom calls. Cleveland mayor's grandson fatally shot, report says. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Monday, September 20th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. 11 Best Emmy Awards Red Carpet Looks, 2021. The full list of winners of the 2021 Emmy Awards. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, The Daily Mail. First new London Tube line in 22 years opens as 1.1 bn Northern Line extension carries passengers. The worst dressed stars of the 2021 Emmys. Marina Fogel reveals her family have given up soap. Olivia Colman get emotional and dedicates Emmy to late father who passed away during COVID-19. Putin prepares to address nation after landslide in Russia's most corrupt elections in history. 8 dead as gunman opens fire in Russian university. Eco mob will block M25 from 7 a.m. today. FBI say body matching the description of Gabby Petito has been found in Wyoming. Emmy Awards 2021, red carpet stars return for Night of Glamour. Britain will enjoy sunshine and 72 F heat before 50 miles per hour winds and torrential rain sweep in. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Canadians could make Trudeau pay for his gamble. Shooting at Russian university leaves at least 8 dead, 28 injured. Shooting at Russian university leaves 8 dead, 24 hurt. Kosovo deploys police, Serbs protest amid border tension. UK says relations with France strong despite sub-deal anger. What you need to know about Germany's election. Lava from Spanish volcano heads toward sea, no injuries. The AP interview, UN chief warns China, US to avoid Cold War. Thousands flee La Palma volcano eruption as rivers of lava flow towards villages. North Korea says Australia's submarine deal could trigger nuclear arms race. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Energy firms seek help amid price crisis, stagflation and evergreen fears at markets, Business Live. Is this the beginning of the end for Jair Bolsonaro? Andre Pagliarini. COVID Live, jab start for UK children. Some workers in Ireland return to offices for first time since March 2020. Japan urges Europe to speak out against China's military expansion. Canary Islands, 5,000 evacuated as La Palma volcano eruptions continue. Crash and burn, the intense and fleeting romances of the COVID era. Eat the rich, why millennials and Generation Z have turned their backs on capitalism. DeChambeau wants to end feud with U.S. Ryder Cup teammate Koepka. Witness feared alleged victims would sue if she testified against Mauga-Lifer, court hears. Why the heavily criticized digital revolution has been good for cinema. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. COVID-19 updates, more than 10,000 new deaths reported in U.S. in 1 week. At least 8 dead in shooting at Russian university, police say. Watch, massive eruption forces evacuations from Spanish island. Watch, SpaceX splashes down, marking another successful mission. Emmys 2021, full winners list. Heartbreaking update in Gabby Petito case. Pilots ejected from military plane prior to crash, fire officials say. Justice for J6 updates, sparse crowd met with massive police presence at rally. Watch, time-lapse shows fire growing in size. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Canary Islands, lava from erupting volcano destroys homes. Russia shooting, gunmen kill several at Perm University. Emmy Awards 2021, The Crown and Ted Lasso sweep major categories. Endangered South African penguins killed by swarm of bees near Cape Town. AUKUS, France pulls out of UK defense talks amid row. Russia election, Putin's party heads for victory amid vote fraud claims. Migrants in Texas, U.S. flies Haitian migrants back home from border. Hong Kong sees patriots inducted into new election committee. AUKUS could trigger a nuclear arms race, says North Korea. South African whistleblower, I don't feel safe. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Gillian Anderson, Emmy win dream come true. 5,100 kids shot, 1,300 killed. Gun violence affecting children erupted during COVID-19. U.S. deaths in September outpacing previous months. UN General Assembly relying on vaccine honor system ahead of meeting. COVID-19 updates. Ted Lasso, The Crown big winners at Emmys. UN chief, we must avoid US-China Cold War. Fashion highlights from the Emmy Awards. Worst possible scenario, Texas fire at pet boating facility kills 75 dogs, officials say, cause of blaze unknown. Cast of The Crown arrive at Emmys watch party in London. Gabby Petito's body believed to have been found near Grand Teton National Park, FBI says. We cannot turn back, Haitian migrants face massive expulsion amid crackdown at US-Mexico border. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Sequoia National Park's General Sherman tree, one of largest in the world, still safe amid growing wildfire. Wildfires threatening giant sequoias continue to grow with another red flag warning day. After months of COVID closed doors, Boyle Heights cause as 0101 gingerly steps forward. LA County confirms its first West Nile virus-related death of 2021. FBI says fortune seized in Beverly Hills raid with criminals loot. Owners say, where is the proof? Will the Santa Monica Malibu schools divorce go forward? Yes, but... We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Monday, September 20th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Koalas are going extinct with as few as 30,000 left in the Australian wild when the country was once home to 8 million. Man of untouchable Dalit caste sworn in as leader of India's Punjab state. Afghanistan's women judges are in hiding, fearing reprisal attacks from men they jailed. Scientists create world's widest paint that could reduce need for air conditioning by reflecting 98.1% of sunlight, which could help the fight against global warming. 3 critically endangered BC killer whales are pregnant, scientists say. Big gap between Pfizer, Moderna vaccine seen for preventing COVID hospitalizations. 3 critically endangered killer whales from Canada are pregnant, scientists say. ISIS claims responsibility for attacks on Taliban in Afghanistan. Trudeau seeks a fresh start, but many voters see a power grab. Italy will likely hold a referendum on decriminalizing cannabis next year. Guinea declares end of Marburg virus outbreak. Koala numbers plummet by 30% in 3 years. A swarm of bees has killed 63 endangered African penguins on a beach outside Cape Town, the Southern African Foundation for the Conservation of Coastal Birds said. This is a very rare occurrence. We do not expect it to happen often. It's a fluke. Ruling party set to sweep Russian election despite its record low approval ratings. Google blocks more anti-Kremlin contenders. Vote in Russia wins down. The next headlines are from Forbes. Human remains discovered in Wyoming believed to belong to missing Gabby Petito, FBI says. At least 8 dead after gunman opens fire at a university campus in Russia. Hong Kong stocks drop as Evergrande rout deepens, property, banks plunge as contagion spreads. Andrew Tan's Mega World to invest $797 million in Palawan Township, betting on tourism rebound. The Cleveland Browns survived on Sunday, and it's just fine for now. FC Barcelona vs Granada preview, team news and lineup. Team Nigma merges with Galaxy Racer, renamed to Nigma Galaxy for Dota 2 feat events. Seth Rogen asks why Emmy Awards didn't take more COVID-19 precautions. Streaming platforms led by Netflix dominate at the Emmys. The 8 biggest retail trends every retailer needs to be ready for. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Cash boost looms for historically black U.S. colleges and universities. Australian funder backflips on controversial preprint ban. High genetic barrier to SARS-CoV-2 polyclonal neutralizing antibody escape. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,732,737,783 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Game of Thrones star Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, Baltasar Kormaker will support Arctic Indigenous Film Fund. San Sebastian whip LATAM, whip Europa, the lineup. San Sebastian's Tabacalera, from tobacco factory to world-class cultural hub. Netflix, Aviva investors enter long-term partnership to expand, invest in UK's Longcross Studios. Nomi Merlant's Mi Lubida, Monamore attracts buyers for film's boutique exclusive. Titane's Belgian producer Fracas sets Fabrice Duels' Maldor exclusive. Tabacalera top talent. China box office, Free Guy slips to second, obscured by Cloudy Mountain. Cinderella producer Full Will 73 expand to Northern UK. Hitting San Sebastian, Tabacalera titles. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. This French pianist has been playing for 102 years and just released a new album. Tailgater trash at Michigan State University is treasure for can collectors. The Trump Organization is back in court to fight tax fraud charges in New York. The Affordable Care Act can help au pairs avoid medical debt. Biden says America's back, the world has some questions. I just cry, dying of hunger in Ethiopia's blockaded Tigray region. Canada votes in pandemic election that could cost Justin Trudeau his job. North Korea slams U.S. over submarine deal with Australia, warns of countermeasures. In a blow to Democrats, Senate official blocks immigration reform in budget bill. California firefighters scramble to protect sequoia groves. The following headlines are from the week. Mitch McConnell kept Trump alive, now Trump is turning on him. Congress is returning for crunch week, and Democrats have a centrists problem. Vaccine and mask mandates increasingly popular in Fox News poll, as pandemic concerns rise. Firefighters working really hard to keep flames away from California's famous General Sherman Sequoia. Senate parliamentarian rules against including immigration measure in budget bill. 2021 Primetime Emmys featured no wins for people of color in the acting categories. WandaVision, unexpectedly comes up short at the Primetime Emmys. The Queen's Gambit earns Netflix its first Best Limited Series Emmy. Netflix wins its first drama series Emmy with The Crown. Apple wins its first Best Series Emmy with Ted Lasso. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Astronomers see carbon-rich nebulae where planets are forming. These are the news headlines for today, Monday, September 20th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Series at opposition on November 27th. U.S. and China, cooperation or competition in space? What is time, and why does it move forward? The next news is from Politico. Macron, Biden to speak in next few days amid diplomatic squabble. Australia to France, you knew we had doubts about submarine deal. Social Democrats in strong position as German campaign enters final week. Germany's no emotion voting guide surges despite campaign of personalities. Afghan diplomat in Italy, the war is definitely not over. European Union-Australia trade deal runs aground over submarine fear. 4 more Democratic plays where the Senate's rules referee can blow the whistle. Inside Thompson and Cheney's January 6th probe alliance, both genuine and strategic. It's spreading, phony election fraud conspiracies infect midterms. Opinion to counter China, the US and EU need to get back on the same page, fast. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Alistair Clarkson out of Carlton coaching race. Explaining the Brownlow's great mystery, vote inflation. Halfback bias, Storm star says number 7's overrepresented in media. I said something to him, Martin out to reprise Munster origin niggle. Contagion worries as Chinese property developer Cynic sinks 87 PC. Delta more deadly than national plan assumes. The Windy City, warm Sydney weather to drop by 10 degrees. Construction industry to be shut down for 2 weeks after clashes at CFMEU. AFL clubs seek advice after Tom Will's discovery. WestConnex cash set to flow to heavily locked down Sydney regions. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Market snapshot, Dow futures skid 500 points as China property fears grow. Kelly Blue Book, can you dig it? Startups have looks like a cross between a city bus and a space pod. NerdWallet, procrastinators beware, the backlog for US passports is at least 4 months. Kelley Blue Book, car sales slow, but prices reach record highs, again. Next Avenue, don't make the mistakes Bob Ross made, 4 estate planning lessons for business owners. Europe markets, European stocks slump on China fears. Dispatches from a pandemic, I decided I jumped the gun, what to consider before getting a booster shot if you're not eligible yet. The Moneyest, my recently widowed father, 68, met a woman on Facebook and sent her Bitcoin so they could meet. The Moneyest, my fianc made a lot of money as a child actor, but now his income is choppy, would I be on the hook for alimony if we divorced? Mansion wants to pause $3.5 trillion spending plan until 2022, report. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Weekly Patent and Industrial Design Statistics September 10, 2021 to September 17, 2021, IP News Center. Opinion: what the college tenure fight is really about, The New York Times. Brazil's Anvisa will stop examining pharmaceutical patent applications, Lixology. Court of Appeal provides new guidance on patent efficiency, Lixology. Making science better for women, with women, Yale School of Medicine, Yale School of Medicine. The next headlines are from Quartz. Natural gas prices are soaring. Economic crisis in Sri Lanka shows organic farming doesn't happen overnight. Safety officials are hitting the brakes on Tesla's push for automated cars. Newest from every 2 Bitcoin transactions is the equivalent of throwing away an iPad. An emergency room doctor's view of the COVID crisis. It's time to relaunch your remote team. African genomics, central bank digital currencies, China DRC suspensions. The following headlines are from TechDirt. Funniest, most insightful comments of the week at TechDirt. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Elizabeth Olsen. Hacks. Evan Peters. Ravens. Gabby Petito. Georgia football. La Palma volcano. Rich Paul. Rams. PSG. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. European energy crisis could get ugly with winter coming and EU delaying Russian gas supplies. More than 20 foreign goes try to interfere in Russia's elections, should now be banned from country, top Moscow lawmakers allege. Iran unveils new bomb-detecting robots in latest show of military strength. Outrage flares on social media over mandate flouting maskless Emmys while Seth Rogen jokes, "What are we doing?" Putin's party declares victory in Russian elections, insists it will retain 2/3 majority after polls show opposition gains. Asia-Pacific stock market sink on concerns around Evergrande bankruptcy. 8 killed after shooter opens fire at Russian university, shocking footage shows students jumping from windows in Perm videos. North Korea wades into AUKUS row, blasts U.S. for fueling nuclear arms race and backstabbing allies. Blaze ravages Greek migrant camp and forces evacuations on eve of relocation to new closed-style facility. He's still sleeping, Musk mocks Biden for ignoring SpaceX's historic all-civilian orbital mission. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Goldman launches new future tech ETF in search of the next 175,000% gainer. Skyrocketing energy prices could cripple Europe's economy. Banks reducing junior banker workloads with automation, even after bumping first-year pay to $120,000. UK, record number of migrants crossing English Channel. Prince Andrew dominates Meghan and Harry as most unpopular royal. Kabul should not forget, Turkey was a major part of the NATO mission in Afghanistan. If only we could find a cure for Trump derangement syndrome. Hong Kong stocks crash, futures slide as markets finally freak out about Evergrande default contagion. In-car cameras are now watching every little thing you do. The U.S. desperately needs to rethink its Middle East strategy. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Indian farmers remain defiant, a year after black laws passed. Syrian military chief makes rare visit to Jordan. U.S. trade rep says India's MasterCard crackdown draconian, report. Guterres warns China, U.S. to avoid new Cold War ahead of UN summit. Fleeing Afghan Hazaras face uncertain future in Pakistan. Verge of the abyss, climate change to dominate UNGA talks. Navalny allies accuse Telegram and other platforms of censorship. Several killed in shooting at Russian university. Nothing but a pot of muluki trauma, mental health in Lebanon. New Zealand grapples with Delta, and Tucker Carlson. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Video, mysteriously loud cheer erupts from tiny crowd after Kamala Harris coin toss. Emmys, Hollywood erects walls to keep celebrities safe. Leftists rage after Senate parliamentarian blocks pathway to citizenship. Emmys, Hollywood celebrities go maskless around face-covered staff. Exclusive Devin Nunes, subpoenas needed on drone strike that killed Afghan children. Viewers rage at maskless Emmys, but kids have to wear a mask to school, what the FK? Dick Morris, some chance Durham's Sussman indictment will lead to Hillary Clinton indictment. Report, body located in Wyoming National Park where Gabby Petito search is underway. Texas poll, Joe Biden's approval rating tanks with Hispanics. Senate parliamentarian crushes Democrat amnesty for illegal aliens. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. Could La Palma volcano threaten east coast of U.S. with tsunami? The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. In world first, top beef supplier approves methane-busting feed additive that reduces gas by 55%. Polish girl with Down syndrome sends painting to Queen Elizabeth and is over the moon receiving a reply, look. Teen who lost his gaming partner when dad died brings the power of play and connection to kid facing illness. This new mixed-income housing complex comes with its own farm near San Francisco. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Monday, September 20th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Multiple police reports lodged against clowns approaching children at primary schools. Methamphetamine found in motel water supply in Portales. Lawsuit seeks $1 million after Michigan teacher cuts girl's hair. 3 shot as family fight over gifts at baby shower erupts into gunfire. World Black Pudding Throwing Championships back in Ramsbottom. Gardener harvests 839 cherry tomatoes from a single stem. Man kept calling 911 to report he was tired. Body composting a green alternative to burial, cremation. Manny Pacquiao, boxing star to run for Philippines president. Real estate agent uses creepy dolls to market hideous and horrifying home in Louisiana. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. The kids aren't alright, China limits TikTok use for children to 40 minutes a day. Surface laptop for long-term review, if it ain't broke, fix it anyway. You can now explore the universe virtually, spanning 13.8 billion years in time. Did you know voiceover artists can make $30 an hour or more? This course package can help develop your own golden tones. Save 60% on Apple AirPods Pro and thousands of books to turn you into a walking brainiac. Here's why the fast internet you pay for is sometimes slow as hell. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Monday, September 20th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Real Housewives of SLC recap. Is Jen Shah the victim of racial discrimination, or is she shifting blame? The villain edict of Lisa Barlow caught her by surprise on Real Housewives of SLC. Juvenile justice reforms allow demolition of youth lockup facility in South Salt Lake. Body of Gabby Petito may have been found in Wyoming Park where she was last seen. Utah Republican leaders rage about proposed federal COVID-19 vaccine mandate. I got your back, how two Wickens child actors balance school, family and singing their hearts out on stage. Salt Lake City's pause and trail work disappoints some hikers and bikers. Tyler Algeyer's hustle play is perfect parable for Bayou season. Emeritus professor leads latest push to dump Bayou's crazy beard ban. Cam Rising nearly saved Utah's night. Can he help save the Ute season? The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Freedom Hosting web admin gets 27 years in prison for hosting 200+ child pornography sites. NIT, Iran nuclear scientist was killed by an AI-assisted, remote control killing machine. After a for-profit company bought EDX, what happens next? What's the best ransomware backup solution? Disk or tape? China tells its tech giants to stop blocking rivals' links. As two pilots eject, U.S. military plane crashes into Texas neighborhood. Banks beware, Amazon, Walmart, IKEA experiment with their own embedded finance services. At least 20 Americans have been hospitalized for ivermectin overdoses this year. Merck ivermectin researcher proud of its success for treating river blindness. Can the computer chip industry reduce its carbon footprint? The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Forget the Powerball. These Missouri lottery games give you better odds at winning money. You paid for it. St. Louis County passes vaccine mandate for county employees. South St. Louis teen wounded in drive-by shooting. Shooting at Popular Hill restaurant sends patrons scrambling. Tatis botches pop-up. Cards beat Padres 8-7, win 8th straight. Body found in Wyoming believed to be Gabby Petito. St. Charles County achieves 50% full vaccination in COVID fight. Group honors Missouri officer killed in the line of duty last week. COVID calculator estimates your chances of catching virus. St. Louis City cracks down on Rain restaurant and police will enforce curfew for juveniles. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Residents glad to be back on Imperial Beach Pier after 5-day closure. This could be a game changer, local real estate expert dissects new state housing laws. The Crown, Ted Lasso, Queen's Gambit top Emmy Awards. Chris Rock says he has COVID-19, urges vaccination. She touched the world, families release statements after body believed to be Gabby Petito found. 2 hurt in Fallbrook apartment explosion, fire. San Diego County reports 378 new COVID cases, no new deaths. Scooter death prompts safety concerns for bike lane through Balboa Park. At least 75 animals die at Texas pet resort in late-night fire. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Air Force sends F-117s to California for air combat training missions. Russian Army carries out mock nuclear attack on American troops in Poland. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Monday, September 20th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. 2 injured in rollover collision in Santa Rosa. A's beat Angels 3-2, stay in wild card race. Teen suspected of killing girl, 10, in car-to-car shooting. PG&E power shutoffs could impact 3 Bay Area counties. Man, woman found dead inside car in Pleasant Gun, police. Gabby Petito timeline, remains found in Wyoming fit description of missing 22-year-old. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. New England Revolution and the Chicago Fire square off. Inter Miami CF hosts Nashville SC in Eastern Conference play. FC Dallas fires Gonzalez in his 3rd season as head coach. UN, US, UK condemn Houthis execution of 9 Yemenis. Syrian, Jordanian defense officials discuss border security. The Crown, Ted Lasso, Queen's Gambit and Netflix overall top Emmy awards. Emmys, OT Fagbinal rocks Nigerian look, Porter wears wings. Lamar Jackson finally leads Ravens over Chiefs 36-35. Arlington Heights Library's Makerplace opens, something that no other library has. Justin Fields key plays, good and bad. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Peter 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Rose 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Italy, Serbia. Drought is ongoing in United States. Drought is ongoing in Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania, Uganda. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. Drought is ongoing in Angola. Drought is ongoing in Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Monday, September 20th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. 10-year-old injured in road rage shooting in Harris County, deputies say. Fall front moves in this week bringing cooler temps. ABC 13 celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month. Body matching description of Gabrielle Gabby Petito found in Grand Teton, FBI confirms. Emmys 2021, see the list of nominees, winners. Gabby Petito, timeline of everything we know about her disappearance. Man accused of shooting girlfriend to death charged with murder. Aggies WR Demis breakout game helps Texas A&M 2-3-0 record. Baker Mayfield shakes off injury to lead Browns past Texans 31-21. Immigration attorney explains why U.S. flying Haitians to home country is a problem. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. France, Australia agrees submarine row won't stop trade deal. German election front-runner faces questioning over searches. Shooting in Russian university leaves 8 dead. Pro-Kremlin party on course to retain majority in parliament. Universal Studios opens Beijing Park under antivirus curbs. World shares, U.S. futures sink on jitters over Fed moves. Grassroots group uses newspaper ad to push Senator Joe Manchin. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Fundamental changes needed at UN summit to tackle global food insecurity. Struggling economies, widening inequality and millions vulnerable, the urgent need for vaccine equity. UN chief message to world leaders, wake up, change course, unite. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Biden orders most U.S. workers get vaxxed, but not illegal border crossers. Vaccines in your salad, scientists growing medicine-filled plants to replace injections. 125 staff part ways with Indiana's biggest hospital system after refusing vaccine. Mossad assassinated Iran's top nuclear scientist using remote-controlled machine gun. Now that the American dream is reserved for the wealthy, the smart crowd is opting out. The strange China feud of Soros and BlackRock. Armed man detained at Justice for J6 rally exposed as undercover law enforcement. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Texas lawyer arrested for Michael Myers' Halloween prank. Yes, a 4,000-year-old burial was found at a golf course in England. Yes, it's possible to sleep overnight in Planters Not Mobile. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. The perfect hiking boot you can also wear to dinner. Bill Barr still making a mockery of justice, Merrick Garland's letting him. The serial rapist who was acquitted after claiming to have 24 personalities. America's cops are throwing a sick COVID temper tantrum. How America created a gun-happy gangster's paradise in Brazil. Trump Biden, it's all the same for Haitians getting booted from Texas. This doc stoked the COVID crisis. These women are paying the price. Texas Republicans' new push to ban trans teens from playing sports. Explore Michigan's wild Upper Peninsula without roughing it. The next headlines are from the New York Post. The truth behind the Texas bridge migrants. Mass shooting in Russian university leaves 5 dead, more wounded. Midnight Math Review, Mike Flanagan's new horror show is worth it, if you put in the time. Lava pours out of volcano on La Palma in Spain's Canary Islands. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Swarm of bees kills dozens of endangered African penguins. Volcano erupts on Spain's La Palma Island, forcing evacuations. SpaceX's Inspiration 4 mission returns safely from orbit. Extended interview, Dr. Scott Gottlieb on Face the Nation with Margaret Brennan, Part 2. Debate over COVID-19 booster shots continue as U.S. reports decline in new infections. Extended interview, Dr. Scott Gottlieb on Face the Nation with Margaret Brennan, Part 1. Gottlieb says COVID origins may never be known. Inspiration 4 crew returns to Earth after historic flight. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Bus crash in Schuylkill County, PA, injures at least 30 people, 6 critically. NYPD unions to pull out of pension fund group, Controller Stringer urges them to reconsider. NYC Mayor de Blasio faces myriad of challenges with 100 days left to go in office. Jersey City cops catch 1-month-old baby tossed off a second-story balcony by enraged man. COVID's U.S. death toll on verge of surpassing that of 1918-1919 Spanish flu pandemic. Body found in Wyoming consistent with Gabby Petito's description, FBI. Gabby Petito's dad shares angel photo of his daughter after body is found. California woman attempting to drive drunk allegedly drags 8-year-old daughter 300 feet alongside car, police. Trump looks to depose Mitch McConnell, report. Work on infrastructure bills in Congress may miss Pelosi's deadline, top Dem says. The following headlines are from military.com. Both pilots injured, one critically, after military training aircraft crashes in Texas. Navy releases names of 2 Naval Air Station Sigonella sailors killed in Sicily crash. After Afghanistan pullout, U.S. seeks NATO basing, intel pacts. Afghan survivors of errant U.S. drone strike seek probe. Mourners in California honor 3 Marines killed in Afghanistan. Trailblazing tourist trip to orbit ends with splashdown. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Chicago violence, tow truck driver fatally shot on South Side, police investigate mass shooting that left 5 wounded on West Side. We cannot arrest ourselves out of this, says Ald. James Kappelman after Uptown attack at known problem corner. Professor accused of hurling racial slurs, spitting on black woman and her daughter outside Oak Park grocery store. Man fatally shot by Chicago police officer in Englewood Sunday. Chicago Bears tailgaters are back in their element at Soldier Field. This is part of what makes the whole experience. It's not just the game. Missing swimmer found dead in Lake Michigan identified, mother, daughter and Good Samaritan rescued in Evanston recovering. People attend the inaugural Englewood Music Fest. Elgin man charged in St. Charles Township hit and run in which a 72-year-old motorcyclist was seriously injured. The following headlines are from phys.org. Missing wind variability means future impacts of climate change may be underestimated in Europe and North America. Faroe Islands mass dolphin slaughter casts shadow over tradition. The Nanophotonics Orchestra presents Twisting to the Light of Nanoparticles. Leaving by staying, dispersal decisions of young giraffes. Bees kill dozens of endangered penguins in South Africa. Volcano erupts on Spain's Canary Islands. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Monday, September 20th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. FIFA sets talks with soccer leaders on biennial World Cup. Indonesia says no evidence of alleged Chinese intel hack. StatWatch, Spartans Kenneth Walker top rusher in nation. Batting title races jumbled as season winds down. AP Top 25 reality check, number 1 rarely slips after ranked win. UN to world leaders, to curtail warming, you must do more. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Harriet Cole, my boyfriend humiliated me on social media. Miss Manners, is it rude to ignore a reporter's questions? Dear Abby, I was offended by the food they served at little girl's party. Jill on money, the odd couple of retirement. Ask Amy, he says I know what I did to ruin our friendship, but I really don't. Emmy's latest, Sudeikis celebrates big team win for Lasso. Emmy Awards, Netflix, Apple win biggest streamers reign supreme. 1 woman dead, another in critical condition outside Pittsburgh 7-Eleven. Pleasanton, 2 people found dead in vehicle off Interstate 580. Buy Clover isn't offensive, so why hasn't the DMV sent my plate? Roadshow. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. North Korea rips Biden nuclear sub-deal, warns of arms races. Senate parliamentarian Elizabeth McDonough blocks amnesty from budget reconciliation bill. Gabby Petito body found in Wyoming, FBI confirms. Texas state troopers seal off U.S.-Mexico border in Del Rio. Little-known World War II spy story debut in U.S. this week. Body found in Gabby Petito search in Wyoming. Aurora James, AOC taxed the rich dressmaker, a tax deadbeat, report. Inside the Beltway, American democracy under attack, again? U.S. military training jet crashes in Lake Worth, Texas, injuring 2 pilots and damaging homes. Hostess attacked at Carmen's used racial slur, suggested vaccination cards were fake, attorney. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Public pensions are financing Refresco's anti-union campaign in New Jersey. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Monday, September 20th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. 2 wounded in Ashburn shooting. Man fatally shot, 3 injured in crash caused by shooting in Chatham, police. Horoscope for Monday, September 20th, 2021. Chicago police fatally shoot man in Englewood. 8 killed, 3-year-old among 43 others wounded in citywide shooting since Friday evening. Jason Sudeikis wins first Emmy, thanks Chicago improv teachers. It's not a democracy if the votes don't count. Sky head into single elimination playoff game with victory over last place Fever. Open Boulevard series debuts in Logan Square. Palace Intrigue episode 179, Are we in the Justin Fields era? The next headlines are from the Times of India. Pundits warn Virat Kohli may have unsettled RCB. Newly sworn in Punjab CM urges centre to withdraw farm laws. Bengaluru top city for hirings in August, Pune second. COVID vaccine side effects that need attention. Setback for Indians looking to pay super fee for green card. Pakistan dread becoming no-go area again after New Zealand snub. Tata Punch unofficial bookings open, cabin revealed. At least 8 dead in shooting at Russian university. Javed actor defamation, Kangana appears before court. Apple iOS 15, how to prepare iPhone for the update. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Monday, September 20th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Best of Houston 2021, Best Donut. Best of Houston 2021, Best Bar, Midtown. Best of Houston 2021, Best Bowling Alley. The next headlines are about world records making news. Crash cyclist Josh Quigley set to achieve new Guinness World Record, BBC News. Wait, what? British gardener sets world record by growing 839 tomatoes from single stem, NDTV food. Pilot Zara Rutherford wants to be the youngest woman to fly around the world. She's well on her way, ABC News. French world record-breaking acrobat crosses the Seine on a high wire, CGTN. White catfish catch shatters Connecticut, and maybe, world record, KCBY.com 11. Iron Bibi sets 229 kilogram log lift world record, bar bend. Refugees welcome, Glasgow cyclist breaks world record and cycles equivalent of 3 Everests to raise money for refugee charity, The Sunday Post. Mexican man holds the Guinness World Record for having the world's largest collection of Disney's cars, The Hunt India. Dog and cat join paws to ride scooter 2-bag world record, watch amusing video, Hindustan Times. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. The Walking Dead remains haunted by specters of the past. Tesla to expand full self-driving beta, but top safety official says it needs to tackle basic safety issues first. Facebook VP disputes reports that company ignored platform-wide issues harming users. Catch a ride around the world in 80 days with David Tennant. Lord of the Rings Ages, explained. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Jarrah in Kuwait at 113.36 degrees Fahrenheit or 45.2 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 97.06 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 71.7 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Fire weather is getting worse in the American West. The following headlines are from Raw Story. White nationalism and white supremacy is now a key ideology of the Republican Party, MSNBC's Mehdi Hassan. Elon Musk whines Biden didn't congratulate him for all civilian SpaceX mission. Madison Cawthorn said he always has a knife on him, then dodged questions about it. Definition of evangelical no longer means born again, it means Republican, survey. Benjamin Netanyahu duped into promoting a deepfake video of Biden. Dead woman found in Wyoming appears to be Gabby Petito, police. Beto O'Rourke plans 2022 run against Greg Abbott in Texas governor's race, report. Montana health officer says he was forced to resign after being blamed for death after doc denies livestock drug. You've messed up when you ban Rosa Parks, children's book author denounces Pennsylvania ban. Russian spy Maria Butina elected to parliament after big donations from Trump-loving ex-Overstock CEO. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. How finance firms rig the tax code from within. FDA panel decision on COVID boosters not the end of the story, Fauci says. Most Americans support vaccine and mask mandates, Fox News poll finds. Your favorite toilet paper may be making climate change worse. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. 60 years later, the alien abduction of Betty and Barney Hill, newscentermaine.com WCSHWLBZ. Book review, author speaks on behalf of the plants in this intellectual romp, Fredericksburg.com. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Science News research reveals drug targets for memory enhancement, latest lie. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Monday, September 20th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Alien encounters will be discussed by Air Force veterans on Coast to Coast AM this Sunday. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Monday, September 20th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.